So I use Captivate for my podcast host, and I want to show you this really cool feature that they've recently rolled out a few months ago. It helps you with your episode title, your show notes, transcripts, chapters, these chapters. But basically, it's under here. So this is like, okay, so I've already uploaded, create a new episode, and I am wanting to create the show notes and transcript and timestamps and all of that stuff. So Captivate Spark, it is an additional fee. It's like basically $1 per hour. So for example, this episode is 40 minutes, so it's not even $1. And you can buy it in increments of like, I usually do top off, so like 5 hours for $5. So this has already been generated, but you can view the transcript. This is after the fact, after everything's done. You can say who the speakers are, and so that's your transcript. And then if I go view AI episode assets, it gives suggestions on the title of the episode. I usually don't go with those. I usually pick a title that I've come up with on my own or like better. So I usually don't use those, but I usually add this, the summary intro. You just say add the show notes. And then show notes, they usually give you different suggestions. So suggestion 1, 2, 3, whichever one you like, you add as show notes. There's takeaways, which is like just kind of a synopsis or different like bullet points of the episode. You can add that to the show notes. Chapters, you can add that to the show notes. This one I skip because this is where you could insert an ad. I haven't really fooled around with that yet. So, and then links referenced in this. And so add to show notes. Companies mentioned in this episode, SEO engine optimization, add SEO description. And then the keywords aren't actually for it. You can just copy the keywords and paste it into like YouTube. So yeah, you add that and then it adds it in here and you can edit it from here if you'd like. But there are platforms, like I had mentioned earlier, like Minvo has these, Cast Magic, Cap Show. There's so many platforms that Pod Squeeze that help you create show notes and transcripts and timestamps and all that. There's just so many. And I recommend, using one of those if you're not using Captivate. The nice thing about Captivate is they now have this option to do it directly within the platform. And I think it's worth the extra $1 per hour. It just makes it more convenient because then you're not juggling and having to copy and paste and yada yada. So, but if you're not using Captivate and you're using some other podcast hosting platform, I would recommend. I was using Cast Magic before Captivate introduced this, and that's mainly because they had a lifetime deal on AppSumo. They're not on there anymore, I don't believe. There are several different show note generators, transcripts, social media posts. So yeah, I think if you're on Captivate, this is a good, easy way to do it. If you're not on Captivate, there's plenty of other platforms that can do it.